Sup y'all, my name is Bangs, and today I wanted to talk about leveling as a mage from 22 to 24 on Horde, specifically AoE leveling, because of course at 22 you get full improved Blizzard, and that really ties your kind of like AoE toolkit together. But the normal spot like Hillsbrad, the farm, when I like ran by it and was looking at it, all the mobs were like 25, and I felt like it was just going to be an absolute resist fest. And so I started trying to find alternatives, and this was the spot that I found. But a lot of the information that I found was completely outdated, and it was also from private servers. And from what I understand, it was a completely different spot on private servers than it is like here on actual live classic. So I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Also, I've been getting great XP per hour here. I did 22 to 23 here, and I was getting 25 to 30k XP per hour, which was pretty sick. When I've been really cranking on from 23 to 24, I've been able to hit that, but it's been a slightly busy afternoon, so I haven't really been able to really dedicate a lot of time to it. But I'm gonna share kind of like what's been working for me. So this spot, yeah, Gray Main Wall. It's here in Silverpine at the very bottom. When you die, just want to get this out of the way. When you die, the graveyard is up there. The sepulcher. It's a bit of an annoying run, but it's not like super terrible. There's two mobs here that you need to know about. Well, there's some more, but there's two main types of mobs that you're going to be facing when you're AoE leveling here. There's Haggard refugees and there's sickly refugees. So let's talk about sickly refugees first. Sickly refugees are kind of like rogues, and they're also just as annoying as rogues. They can kick you, which will incapacitate you for like a second. It just like knocks your character down. They can also gouge you for 4 seconds. One of the things that they can do, especially when you've got 3 or 4 of these guys in a big clump and you're trying to like clump everything together so you can start AoEing, is they can just basically stun lock you, and like all the way to 10% of your health, and you just have to spam Frost Nova and hope that you can blink out or run out. It's it can get really sketchy with these guys, so they're very annoying. That's all they can really do though. But yeah, they're like a 0 out of 10 would not date. Haggard refugees are the ones with the torches. They're not super bad. The thing with the Haggard refugee that you need to know about, I'm sorry my voice got so high there, it's just what they can do. You wouldn't believe it. They've got this dot that they can put on you called Ignite. It does 25 damage per 3 seconds. Doesn't sound that bad, but the problem with it is that it can stack. So if you get a bunch of them on you and they all put it on you, you can get into a really bad spot really fast. Another thing that can happen is if you have these sickly refugees stun lock you and you're down at 15% and you do manage to get away, but then as they're running over to you, right before they start trying to run away at 15%, if you get a Haggard refugee put Ignite on you, you might kill all the mobs, and then as you're sitting there like, oh dude, look how awesome I am, all of a sudden you die because you had Ignite on you. So you need to be careful with them and kind of like cognizant of when that happens so you can pop Fire Ward and hopefully save yourself. Another thing you have to look out for is the Son of Aragol does pat through here, the level 24, 25 elite. That can be really obnoxious. But those are the two main types of mobs that you're going to have to deal with here. There's also this guy, Valdred Moray. He's basically a level 21 sickly refugee. That's all there is to him. And there's also this Dallin Forgerat guy. I haven't really been pulling him because you can do pretty much all the pulls without him. He does a heal, and he also does renew. So he can be obnoxious. It's not a game changer if you get him in a group, but it can be annoying, especially if you're like running low on mana and he decides to sit there and heal something. So he can be a little bit annoying, but he does die pretty quickly, so he's not too bad. There's also, where are you, dude? Yeah, there he is. Wallace the Blind back there in the corner. He is friendly. He's a vendor. You can repair and purchase healing pots from him. He is a great guy. Every single time you clear this middle part, go straight over there to him. And that's pretty much it. That's all the special mobs. That's all the mobs that are here. So let's talk about like the grouping of them. There's kind of 3 different distinct regions, at least the way I've been doing it. There's this right-hand side, there's the middle, and there's the left-hand side. What I've found is the easiest way for me to do it is start on this right-hand side, get as many of the mobs as I can. You can do it all in one pull, but it can easily get very sketchy, especially if you get stun locked by the sickly refugees. Take care of all of them over here on the right-hand side, because that's like, I think, one of the biggest pulls. It's also one of the, like, maybe one of the sketchiest. But you have a lot of room to play with when you're doing the middle part. You can just get the middle mobs and then run back over here, and it makes it a lot easier. Then, after you finish the right-hand side, then you move to the middle. You can do this all in one. I've done it a couple times. It can easily get very sketchy though. But it's very easy and very safe to do it in 2 separate pulls as well. And then there's that side over there. A lot of the mobs on the right-hand side have usually kind of like respawned by the time you finish the middle. So what I've been doing is, like, I'll do these 2 over there by the caravan, these by the campsite, and this guy. There's also one more on the other side of this tree. But I'll do like these guys and maybe the one at this tent, kill them, and then by the time I've done that, these guys are all respawned, and then I just go back, do the entire thing again. It's been pretty straightforward, pretty consistent, unless you keep getting stun locked and get really unlucky. But yeah, it's pretty good. One thing you need to watch out for is all the patrols. This place is filled with patrols. There's 2 guys right here. There's a sickly refugee and a haggard refugee that slowly RP walk from one side all the way to the other side, and they just keep doing that. Then there's a sprinter dude. There's this little dickhead who just sprints from this middle tent to this tent on the far right. There's also another dude that sprints from this tent in the corner here all the way over to the other side. Then Valdred, he constantly pats back and forth. And then a lot of these other mobs have quite a big kind of range that they patrol. So the thing that can really make this place go wrong is when you don't take these guys into account. You're sitting there with a pull, and then more mobs run in, and then you have a really bad time. So that's pretty much everything you need to worry about, though. Like, if you just keep an eye on these pats and you do one side to the other, you're gonna have a great time here. It's gonna be very fast, very, very fun, very friendly, very enjoyable. So let's go ahead and do this. I am not a professional AoEer. I'm not the world's best AoEer, so I apologize if this is an absolute garbo pull, but I will do my best. Last time I was like proper AoEing was in vanilla, and I sucked then because I was like 12, and I probably still suck now. So let's go ahead and wait for Valdred to move away so we don't have to deal with him, and then we'll wait for this diamond. He's gonna, or not diamond, goodness gracious, this dude, this star, he's gonna run back over there because he is an absolute star, and then he's gonna run back. When he runs back, that's when we're gonna walk in and try and pull these guys. We're gonna pull this guy with our wand. Hopefully he's in a good position for it. This guy with the wand, those guys, and we'll see if we have enough time to get these sickly refugees as well in that same pull. Where are you, Mr. Star? Let's do this. Alright, let's make sure we've got everything we need. Valdred. I have a feeling Valdred is going to come really mess this up. This dude's staying there for a long time. They must be having a really in-depth discussion. Alright, here he comes. This guy's walking far. That's not ideal. Alright, so we're going to come in here. This guy first, then these guys, and then this guy. And we're going to hope there's the gouge. There's another gouge. Frost, spammed Frost over there. And then Blizzard. Another Blizzard. jump, arcane explosion, jump, arcane explosion. So there's the first pull. You can actually get some pretty decent loot here too. Like a lot of cloth, quite a bit of copper. I've gotten quite a bit of greens here as well. Sorry, Valdred, your buddies are all missing. They all went for a picnic. So next, we've done that part. Let's go ahead and drink up, and then we'll start doing this middle portion. I'm actually going to do a little bit of a different strategy to what I usually do. So usually I try and run in here and just pull literally this entire section, but it can go wrong very, very quickly. So I think what I'm actually going to try is when Valdred is coming back and he's around here, usually these mobs tend to respawn very quickly, like super, super quickly. So maybe when he's coming back, he's going to stay there for a little bit. We can pull him, and these actually right now. Let's do it right now. So, and then we're going to just pull this tent back there. And let's see if we can group all of them up. Ooh, this is not looking good. Oh, man. All right. Hopefully this sickly refugee doesn't gouge me or anything. Oh. That was a horrible arcane explosion. Absolutely garbage one. But here, we'll go ahead and pop this just for the sake of son of a hamster. So it can go wrong. And it just did. A little bit. Perhaps a little bit. Like I said, I'm not the world's best AoEer. But we did survive. We did the... Actually, it was the same amount of mobs, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, 8 mobs. Like, I think what I really messed up there was that last arcane explosion. I jumped away for who knows what reason, and that was my downfall. But yeah, like even so, because we've cleared this entire spot, like I was able to get there's a lot of space there that we can deal with. So really, really, really good spot, and especially like if you do some of these pulls like quite safely, then it's really consistent. And we'll go ahead and do a little bit more, and then we'll call it for this video, because let's see if we can get these guys too with a body pull. Yep, nice. Wait for this guy. There's that stupid flame. There's ignite 25 every 3 seconds. Nice. So that is that entire side done. And as you can see, they're already respawning over there. So this guy's also... Did he not pull? One thing you need to note is I actually feel like these guys, these two in the corner, they either are like not connected to, like they're not set up in the game as a group, or they just have like an instant respawn rate, because these two dudes, I feel like these two dudes are always there after that middle pull. So we're going to go ahead and grab this guy, maybe this guy if we can get into the line of sight, and then these two, and then we'll come back around this way. So let's go right here. Okay, this is gonna be a really, really small pull, just to clean it up or clear it up. Sup, y'all? Yeah, as you can see, it's super, like, it takes a little bit of getting used to. It can be a little bit sketchy, but it's been quite fast when I've been able to just like sit here and focus and just level. Like, this place is great. And then that's, yeah, see, that dude has already respawned. We just saw it. What an absolute mad lad. And then if anything happens, we can go over to Wallace, our buddy Wallace there, and request a nice repair. This dude has already respawned. They're already respawning over there. We can just sit here and drink. And as you can see, like, they respawn so fast that, like, you can just keep doing smaller pulls and have, like, almost zero downtime. Or you can just sit here, like, go make a cup of coffee or something, come back. They're all going to be back, and then you can just keep pounding the big pulls. But, yeah, that's pretty much all of it. I hope this is helpful. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry for my subpar AoEing. Hopefully it gets better. That's why I'm doing this and not boosting. Well, not the only reason why I'm not boosting. I'm also broke, but, you know, part of the reason is to practice. So hope you guys have a good day, and I'll catch you later.